that.
But, sometimes.
Sometimes.
I'm going to open my phone to see if anyone decides to heckle in the chat room.
Love a heckle.
Well, I hope that we get some. I love a good heckle too.
Hello.
I found this little bottle of alcohol, and I don't know if it's good. We'll find out.
What,
You know what it is?
oh man, wait a minute. I think Griffin might be doing his thing first, or still doing his. I hope can we override that?
Yeah, you can boot him. Just start streaming. But I think it says we're live on a custom streaming service.
It does. It does say that. And right now we're in an ad. I'm just gonna vamp a little behind the scenes for the no one who is watching right now. Oh yeah, I see us. We're on my phone. Oh, okay. Well, I gotta go back to Zoom because it's gonna drive me nuts. All right. Happy almost Halloween. Welcome, one and all, to I guess a Halloween edition of Quarantinis. I am your host, angry 70s cab driver on vacation, John Hess. Don't call me Jonathan. That would be terrible. I don't know. This is the first time I've ever hosted anything. We've never done this show before.
That's not true.
It's not true at all. With me is Jack Kelly, Ali Ramirez, and Ghost. Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes.
So, man, this ghost here is terrifying. We've also Stephanie Streisand is supposed to be here. I hope that she shows up. If not, I'll never.
She's fashionably late. That's okay. She's
Yeah.
fashionably late. I mean, he's better than us. It's okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And she'll probably leave early too. Again, there's just cooler people out there. I accept it.
Yeah. No. You're right. And it's too bad. I didn't see. So we're all making drinks of some kind. I'm gonna make 2 Halloweeny cocktails for you. And one is very simple to make, and the recipe is easy to memorize. The other one I've never made before, and is deeply complicated. So we'll see how it goes. But what has everyone else got to drink tonight?
And I said, bring some over to Scott. And he says,
Oh, goodness. Sorry about that. I have something equally as scary because I haven't opened it in over a year. So we'll see how it goes. It's a tiny margarita mix with a tiny Jose Cuervo, which is the perfect size for me. But this has been in the back of my liquor cabinet. And so I think it'll be okay. I don't know. And then I got my little Disney cup to really just set the mood. Because when you spend more money than you should on a cup for like hot chocolate at Disneyland, you use it all the time.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep. I have
Yeah.
2 of those as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I used to use my my butterbeer cups, like the hard plastic ones for quarters, but my laundry room finally went like you can scan a QR code now to pay your laundry because they realized a pandemic and a quarter shortage was making it difficult for people to do laundry.
I am so glad that someone fixed that though, and that they just didn't let you like.
Right? Yeah, and they also raised washing and drying each by a quarter. So like really fun. My building's great, guys. No, it really is. It's really great.
I feel like
my building's actually really good. John, I'm making whatever you're making.
Oh, great. I feel like every time you've been on this show, and also every time I've hosted this show, which has been every time the show has been on, we've discussed Jack's apartment in some positive way.
Yes.
And I make some comment that I've been preoccupied with about my own appearance. It's usually either sweat or some sort of facial blemish. And now it's the fact that I spent a lot of time sculpting my beard and it's not even. So that's
even.
It's a little, thank you. I'll shut up about it.
It does look even.
Say that, and I was gonna agree with John.
Yeah, see, Jack, it's not.
John, you look like a lot to me like a recent ghost, Brody Stevens. You don't know him? Okay, never mind.
Wait, no, I do.
Accurate. Accurate
is that?
comment, though. He was a stand-up comedian.
Oh! I was just thinking about Brody the other day because of the Dodgers. Fuck.
Yeah.
All
Me
right.
too. That's probably why he came to mind.
Yeah.
I love the Dodgers.
Well, but the thing, it's
Ooh.
funny that you say that because I do think that this hat makes me look bald, which Brody was, and I'm not. And I'm not bald. Well, I mean, almost. All right.
Not all the way bald.
This is about Mixolid. This show is about making cocktails. It's not about me criticizing myself. This is off to a fantastic start. I'm having a great time. As Ghost, what are you making?
Sorry, I disappeared for a moment. My one alcohol was on the other side of the wall. It is this. It is a whiskey. And I don't have a mixer for it. I live in a dungeon. Ooh.
And do you have chains that you rattle around?
I left them in the other cell.
That's okay. Wait, we got who's Florida Man Gamer?
I believe that man's name is Ted. Yeah.
Ted, thank you for laughing along and sending funny little emoji stickers or whatever they are. Ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna make the first cocktail I'm gonna make is called a Corpse Reviver #2, but this is made with equal parts. So you rinse the glass with absinthe, and then it's made with equal parts gin, lemon juice, Blanc, or Blanco, depending on the brand, vermouth, which is a sweeter white vermouth, and orange curacao, which can be Cointreau, it can be triple sec, it can be orange curacao or dry curacao. But I'm going to have a little Halloween fun with it. And instead of the Corpse Reviver #2, I'm going to make the Corpse Reviver #blue and use blue curacao.
Wow. Is it boo? The boo curacao?
Yeah, the Corpse Reviver #boo. Yeah.
Boo.
This is the exact same thing as orange curacao. It's just blue. It doesn't do anything. So
I'm sorry, Ghost. Is that offensive to you? I didn't want to. I just made a joke. I didn't know if that was offensive to you as a ghost for me saying.
It's pushing the line, but I accept it.
Okay, thank you.
That's not linguistic appropriation.
No, we weren't the first to say boo, and we won't be the last.
That's true. That's true. I appreciate your tolerance and your patience with us, the living.
Hey, you share a planet with people, you got to tolerate them.
That's well said. So we're going to use 3/4 of an ounce of all of our ingredients before we rinse the glass with absinthe.
I don't have absinthe. Is there something else I can rinse the glass with, or does it not quite matter?
Personally, because it's just a rinse, I don't think it matters that much. However, if you have anything that tastes of anise or licorice, you could certainly use that. I know. I hate absinthe. This is one of the only cocktails I can drink with absinthe because there's so little of it.
You could rinse it with the green NyQuil.
You could. Why don't you do that and just put yourself right to bed?
Tastes
I
like
mean,
That's what was going to happen anyways when I drink. So,
right.
NyQuil, drink.
It's
a school night, guys. It's a school night.
Yeah. You got kids. So I mean, what better time to do
so I
this?
stayed really true to the recipe because I actually went to Venmo because I actually wanted to buy myself a little shaker.
Oh wow!
Actually, the course recipe that you sent us actually calls for Lillet or Lillet.
Yep, Lillet.
Lillet?
Yeah, I have no idea. I took 4 years of German, so
that's French.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Just make it sure.
Yeah, that's why I was pointing out that if my pronunciation's wrong, it's because fuck romantic languages.
Indeed, as we all know.
With the scary one for Halloween, I like it.
So I to those watching, I make. Oh God, I love this ingredient. It's just it's so fun. Blue is my favorite color. So. Look at that.
Ooh.
We're gonna shake it up though, and it's gonna be a lot paler. So for those watching, I'm explicit about the fact that nobody has to buy anything for this because nobody should have to spend money on this silly little show. But Jack, that's awesome. Lillet is a great vermouth, especially the Blanc. They make great vermouths if you like to drink vermouth by itself on the rocks. I tend for cocktails to prefer Dolan, which is also French.
All right.
Anyway,
I'm learning. This is great.
hell yeah.
This is great.
Ford's gin is a fun gin, a London Dry. It's a little bit citrus forward. While we're talking about brands, I'm gonna get some ice. I'm gonna get my glass. We're gonna shake this up. We're gonna rinse the glass. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'll be right back. Everybody, keep talking.
Oh,
Okay.
Ghost.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about your life before a ghost? Is that?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't want to intrude or anything. I just, if you just want to share it.
Yeah. What's the afterlife?
No, yeah. I mean, my previous life was spent mostly here in this cell. I was put here after making one terrible mistake, stole a little bit of bread from a lord. Don't do that.
Oh, so you're a really old ghost.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. 1100. That's when I died.
When?
1100 on the dot. It was New Year's Day. It was New Year's Day, 1100.
Wow.
When I died. I was in jail for roughly 22 years prior to that, and I spent 3 years prior to being a thief. I was a 3-year-old thief. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
And so I stole bread and got put in a jail cell,
Wow.
which at that time was called a dungeon. But listen, all lords are bastards too, So
that's back when that's funny. That's back when it was spelled Gaoler, right? You're the person who locked you away was a jailer spelled that way.
Absolutely. People who didn't know how to tell the difference between modern language and old language would probably have called him a gaoler, which doesn't make any sense, but it's jailer. Yeah, it's spelled that way.
Wow.
I did a lot of spelling back in the day, which not a lot of young dungeon dwellers did, but I sure did.
Well, you said you got arrested at 3, and then you were in jail for 22 years.
Yeah.
So 25. That's actually, I think, a pretty old age for that time. I mean, I think the life expectancy was probably closer to like 19 or 20.
Yeah, I really thrived in dungeon life. It turns out for some people, all you need is a little bit of bread, a little bit of water dripping off the rocks.
Yeah, I mean, today we say things like living my best life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is that so? Well, you never really knew anything else besides.
Yeah.
I lived the best life I had the option to live after getting thrown in a dungeon.
Yeah, that's fair.
I wouldn't say it was the best life possible for me. I could have at some point, taken up the loot.
Right. Yep. That was you would have been a little ahead of your time. Well, maybe not. That's not totally true. So we've got real quick. We've chilled our glasses, our coupe glass. I'm just going to swirl the absinthe around. That's not really that much absinthe, so I'm going to add a little bit more. Again, you really don't need much. I would say maybe a bar spoon, a little bit more. You just want to be able to coat the outside of the glass. And the terrible thing about this is that we're just rinsing it. So it's going to go right in the sink.
And that's why I was like, I'm not buying absinthe just for
First
that.
of all, I mean, I just got this little, airplane bottle. So like, because fuck absinthe. But yeah, exactly. The Green Fairy, they call it in Europe. Oh boy.
Whoa.
Look at this. Corpse Reviver number boo. Excuse me. Happy Halloween. Oh my God. It's so fun to drink blue drinks.
Even if it's Powerade, I just want you to know, Powerade's also fun to drink. When it's blue.
That's true.
Oh, that Cool Blue Rush or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
Mountain Blue, Cool Blue
I like
Mountain.
this.
Right?
Yeah.
Tasty. You can smell the absinthe. Can't taste it too much, so I don't really mind it. But it's like a little bit sour, pretty dry because it's got vermouth and gin and dry curacao. It's really nice. The next cocktail, how's the margarita?
It's okay.
Do you think it should have been drank in the last year?
Guys, I kind of lied to you. That has been in there for like 3 years.
Whoa.
But
in the last 3 years,
I mean, here's the thing. It is Jose Cuervo, which is not my top tequila. It's just not. It's not bad. It's not bad.
It wouldn't be the liquor, by the way. The liquor doesn't go bad. It would be the mix, if anything. But who knows if either of them.
I mean, there's no expiration date.
that
Should there be an expiration date? Is that not a good thing?
Well, I mean, listen, if we're making cocktails, we want to use fresh fruit, but
Okay, Mr. 1%. Okay.
So far we're good. So far everything's.
Mr. What are you talking about, Mr. 1%? My shirt has fruit on it. Call me Mr. Citrus.
Okay, Mr. Citrus.
Fine,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Just citrus.
You're
I-
welcome.
My name is Mr. Citrus, and all I need to get started is a suggestion of anything at all.
Okay, 1789. That's when my whiskey's from.
Oh, I went to a
Ooh.
You can't see it 'cause
Ooh.
it's ghost whiskey.
I
What
went
kind
to
of
a
whiskey is it?
tasting. By the way, what?
Craig.
So
You can't see
I'm
it,
sorry,
it's
were you
ghost
in
whiskey?
what?
I don't know how to make it possible for you to see it. Oh, there we go. That's fine.
Elijah Craig. Yeah, I like Elijah
Wow.
Craig pretty good. How do you feel you're a tequila person in general, Allie, or?
I am. I prefer rum because I like a lot of rum drinks, which are obviously very sweet. And
Mhm.
so I've kind of shifted over to like tequila. Oh yeah, all those good stuff.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
I've shifted over to like tequila pineapple,
Yeah.
sunrise margaritas, orange juice, like just
Wow.
I don't know why. Just it's been a tequila phase the last like year or so. Like before the pandemic, it kind of shifted from rum to tequila.
I was just gonna ask, how do you feel about Casamigos?
I like Casamigos.
Right?
I like Casamigos. Yeah, I like
Who knew?
Casamigos. I don't. Yeah, right.
Like George Clooney.
Casamigos.
That's the
Oh
Clooney
yeah,
one.
that the Clooney one.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I like it though.
That's why I mean. That's
Yeah.
that's why I asked. It's like who'd have thunk? It's good, and it's Danny Ocean.
He stole so much money to make that tequila.
Right,
We have to support him.
Probably stole the recipe.
Support thieves.
Of
That's what I
course.
say.
Of course he did.
Yeah, right. We know that about you, Ghost.
Oh,
Mm.
I'm gonna say it, guys. Ocean's 11. I know it's a remake. One of my top 10 favorite movies.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Fantastic film.
Great movie.
Good movie.
So
I
great.
put it in my top 2 heist movies, right next to The Italian Job. Ooh, what a good
Also a
film.
good movie.
The new one, not the old.
Is-
Yeah.
Give me that Charlize Theron.
I gotta be honest, y'all. The only Ocean's film I have seen is Ocean's 8.
Ocean's 8,
So
I knew
And
you
I
were.
haven't
good.
seen that
Also
one.
good.
I've heard it's good though. I just haven't seen it.
great.
Worth
It's
a watch
great.
for sure.
11's
I
pretty
haven't
fun
seen it,
though.
but-
If you like a heist, it heists, you know?
Yeah. My favorite
Great,
scene
yeah.
in Ocean's 11 is it's Brad Pitt and George Clooney. And I think it's George Clooney that goes, "Do you think we need another guy?" And Brad Pitt says nothing. And George Clooney goes, "Okay, we need another guy." Like there's no dialogue and it's just this really random scene. I love it.
It's- Brad Pitt looks when he chews, he looks like he's flexing his cheek muscles from the inside.
He eats in every scene in every movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy eats.
There's like always some sort of like bottom lip licking and just like
Yeah, because I was gonna argue. I was like, I don't think that's the case in Interview with the Vampire, which I only recently seen for the first time. And
What did you think of that? I mean, does that age well? Because
Oh
looks great
boy.
movie.
So I'm being a great citizen, and I enrolled in a couple of community college classes to
Ooh.
fill my time.
good for you.
So one of them is Intro to Bookkeeping, but the other is a journalism class. We're writing articles, and one of them was a film review. So I decided to break my 30-year streak of having never seen a Tom Cruise film, and I watched 2.
Whoa.
I'd never seen a Tom Cruise movie until this month.
What was the other one? Interview
Not
with the
even
Vampire.
Valkyrie?
What was
Interview
the
with the
second one?
Vampire and Top Gun, because
Okay. Those are
like,
good.
if you're gonna get me to watch a movie, I have to be told that there is promise of gayness in it.
That's a
And-
great drinking game for Top Gun.
yeah.
Anytime everyone in the room agrees that was a tension-filled moment.
See, and so I have so many thoughts about both of these films. But Interview with the Vampire, like they were shooting for like Southern Gothic
Yeah.
and ended up somewhere around like vampire soap opera, and
Yeah.
it makes the film better, I think.
Oh,
and
okay.
makes it super gay. Also, that like everything they did to try to make it not gay just made it really weird and pedophilic, and like
Uh-oh.
it's Interview with the Vampire's got a lot of like pedophile undertones.
Yeah,
it-
and Kristen Dunst is a spectacular. Yeah, she won the Academy Award or just nominated?
She won the Golden Globe that year. Or was
Yeah, nominated for Academy Award. Yes.
Yeah. but she was
Spider-Man
great, but
herself.
like, oh boy, it makes a lot of sense when you learn that the director Neil Jordan defended Roman Polanski in his like 1977, like when he like drugged and raped a 13-year-old girl, defends Roman Polanski in 2009.
Oh,
Like,
no.
That's a
dude,
guy
you
who should
could
be
have
in a
let
dungeon.
that die
Agreed.
and never
Yes.
said
Agreed.
anything. And then he said that, and it was like, all of your films in the past make a lot of sense now.
But you're right. I mean, like, I was having this conversation with my uncle, and he's a cool guy. He's not like that kind of uncle. But
He's not the creepy uncle. He's the cool uncle.
He's not a creepy uncle. He's not a racist uncle. He's like a real chill fella. And eats a lot of oatmeal. And
that's a sign of a good guy.
Yep. Oh yeah, you know it. But we were talking about
responsible breakfast, responsible man.
Yeah. But I think we were talking about something about the LA water. Oh, we were talking about the LA River, and he brought up Chinatown, and I mean we agreed that it was a good movie. But then I mentioned, good movie, fuck that guy. I didn't say that, but I thought it. He listen, again, good guy. He didn't like rush to Polanski's defense, but I think that he was like, he makes the argument of like all of the things that had happened to him.
I think this is just kind of a general thing, is like there are people out there who are amazing artists and maybe not great people. And I think it's hard for some people to, not that you shouldn't separate them, but I think some people are like, no, I can't talk about this bad stuff, only accept the good stuff. And everyone's obviously, it's different. And it's obviously varies, and there's just a lot of those cases, like.
And I feel that it's a lot harder to separate like the art from the artist when it's like an artist's solo thing. So like if it's like a visual artist and they do paintings and like that's their work, like that is just like, you cannot separate the two. There is no other force. But like if you look at like films and you're just like, oh, because Kevin Spacey's in that, the whole movie's trash, and be like, there were hundreds of other people that worked on that film who did great work. You don't have to throw the baby out with the bathwater. You can just, give the screen a bird every time he's on the fucking screen.
Oh, if the baby's a dick, you can throw it out.
Absolutely. But like, if the rest of the water is fine, like just
right. An example would be, I used to really like Louis C.K.'s comedy. I no longer listen to Louis C.K. comedy, but I still watch the episodes of Parks and Rec.
Oh yeah.
He is on. But exactly. Like, I'm not like, I hate everything he does. I'm like, I just can't listen to you talk about your life anymore, because you've made it I just can't listen to what you do. What I thought was a joke is actually happening. So I can't.
Yeah, with him, it's like some of what was funny about it was like, oh man, he's pushing an edge that he wouldn't cross. But then you find out he did cross it, and you're like, oh, not funny anymore.
Yeah, that's not funny.
I want to interject. We're about halfway through the show, which means I'm going to make another drink.
Yes.
So this drink, there's a famous tiki cocktail. I need to go to a different window because this recipe is a bit silly. There's a famous tiki cocktail called the Zombie, which is one of the original. Sorry?
Oh, I said, I don't like scary stuff.
Oh, well, too bad.
Okay.
Wait, this is supposed to be in a coupe? Ugh, all right, hang on. Well, no, I'll get it later.
You have to get a whole new car?
What's a coupe?
Yeah. I thought it was going to be in a... where's my ice? I must have put it back in the
Drinks are
freezer.
Hard. That's why I pay money for somebody else to make them, because they're hard.
What,
Drinks?
Well, zombies are usually so hard that they just put it in like a fucking like icy machine, and they just have it on draft because it's
right.
complicated.
Well, there's crazy ingredients in this, but so this is a dumbed down version called the Undead Gentleman, and we once again rinse the glass with absinthe, and then we add where is it? Aged rum. I like to use the real McCoy 5-year. It's a special rum that's aged in bourbon barrels, and then we use black blended overproof rum. This is 69% alcohol by volume. Nice.
Dead. I'm out.
What a
And
good
then
beer.
we've got grapefruit juice and lime juice and an ingredient that I've never used before, velvet falernum. Is that how you pronounce it? And then I just made this last night into this morning. This is fresh cinnamon syrup.
Of course it is. Of course you did.
And yeah, honestly, it smells incredible. I think it's going to be, the recipe is correct, but I think it's going to be a little too sweet for me because it's 2 sugars to 1 water. And I tend to just make simple syrups, even if I'm infusing them 1 to 1. But damn, and it's a little thicker, but with 3 C's. But,
when you make your own syrup, how long will that last? Like, do you have?
I mean, I tend to keep them until it's clear that they're not, working anymore. Like the raspberry syrup I have in my fridge should have lasted 3 weeks, but I think I've had it in there for several months. This I think will last a couple months. Because there's more sugar. I'm not positive,
Cool.
but
it's a real Hanukkah story over there.
It is a real Hanukkah story. Yeah, so I mean, you were too young probably to have been a part of any religion, but
Oh no, I was baptized.
Oh, you were baptized?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Threw me in the water and everything.
That's exciting.
Pulled me right back out, thank God.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they hadn't, you'd been an even younger ghost.
That's true. Although I feel like I wouldn't, I wonder if I would have had something unfinished if I had died as a baby. I guess living, but
yeah. Well, that brings up a good question, Ghost. What is your? Have we talked about this? What is your unfinished business?
Oh, we haven't. Yeah, I've been meaning to stab and murder the guard outside my jail cell, but he's just kept surviving with the times, and I can't seem to get to him. That darn Rudy Giuliani keeps getting away from me.
So the jailer is Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah, he used to be here, and then he crossed the Atlantic on the Mayflower, and then all of a sudden there he is popping up in New York in 2001.
I wonder if he's a vampire or something, because that's pretty crazy if you ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've always wondered that too. I wanted to find out, but he kept telling me I had to stay in here.
Have you watched the way he eats? Does he eat with his flexing his jaws and his teeth?
Right.
He always did look like he was flexing his jaws. Yeah.
I've always seen Giuliani as more of a ghoul and not necessarily a vampire.
Rudy
definitely doesn't have
Giuliani.
Yes. I mean,
that used to be
right there.
Yeah,
he changed the pronunciation when he crossed on the Mayflower.
At whatever the pre-Ellis Island was.
Pre-Ellis Island, that's what it's called.
Yes.
Pre-Ellis.
It's never had another name.
Trellius.
Ever.
Trellius Island.
That's with the right. That's the Dutch, and then they changed it to Ellis once it was. Where am I? Half an hour.
If I could just kill him, I could rest in peace. But it's hard because I'm stuck in this castle in England.
Oh, so you are in England? Okay.
Yeah, I lost the accent a long time ago, but I've been English the whole time.
I get it.
It's cool. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. Who's to say what the accent in medieval England was?
Oh, yeah.
It was mid-Atlantic.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
They actually say that Shakespeare should actually be performed with an American accent.
Well, that I believe.
Because the British developed their new their modern accent as a way to differentiate themselves from poor people.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
It was the posh accent. It was what all the rich people talked, and of course all the poor people want to sound like the rich people. But then all the poor people that weren't staying where all the rich people were moved here and kept that accent, and it's just gotten weird.
Well, I mean, right? They say that you should that British people. Wow, look at that great.
That looks so good.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Oh.
Talk about
Sure
Ruby.
you should be making that for a drink or just straight up eating it.
No, they should be. Well, I'm only going to use half an ounce.
Yep.
And put a whole other
A
half.
spoon.
A little bit of brown sugar on there.
Yes,
Love it.
John, I have a question.
Yeah.
So I'm making a second one of these.
Nice.
But I ran out of lemon juice. Can I use lime juice instead?
You know, I have, this might be the pinkest grapefruit juice I've ever seen.
It's
I
so
mean,
pretty.
not according to the recipe you can't, but that doesn't mean that you can't do it because you want to. Which is my way of saying, yeah, motherfucker, go for it.
Okay. It's
Sorry
either,
for cursing at you.
either this or taking a shot of Malort, which I really don't want to do.
What the hell is
Don't
that?
do that.
Malort.
What's Malort?
What are we in
Malort
Chicago?
spelled like this.
Ooh,
I've never known a person who
Ooh.
owned Malort.
Oh yeah.
I've never heard of Malort.
So Malort is a.
Can you show it again? Because I wasn't. I was looking at the recipe. Ah, very. Oh, it's liqueur. Okay, all right.
Yeah, it is. Jepson's Malort has the aroma and full-bodied flavor of an unusual botanical. Its bitter taste is savored by two-fisted drinkers.
Nice.
Yeah.
It is
Unusual is one.
Well
way.
played. Well
beverage.
played. Art.
And it's actually Swedish. And its primary taste is wormwood. So
Oh fuck.
it's disgusting.
It's
Yeah,
Um,
disgusting. Fuck
So
me.
if anybody, I don't want to give this away here, but I will. If anybody offers you Malort, say no.
Got it.
Don't do it. It's
Well,
a trap.
there's only one circumstance, and that's if you want to appear as if you work in the restaurant industry in Chicago, then you got to say yes.
Absolutely. My friend works at 2 different breweries in Chicago,
Uh-huh.
and when I was visiting at the end of September, she took me to one of them, and the entire staff plus me took a shot of Malort. And I was like, I hate you. You have to do it, but like, but it's I went to a Halloween party last year with Mark, who is, why am I blanking on Mark's last name? He is from the pack, and he was on my sketch team. and-
Renucci.
Yes, Renucci. Yes.
That's what I said.
The letters were there. They were not making a name, but
I know everyone. I'm a ghost.
well, we were also in the same sketch writing class.
It's true.
But he had a bottle more. And he lived in Chicago, as well as his girlfriend and their friend. And so the 4 of us, Mark's like, "Oh, do you want a shot of Malort? These people are trying it for the first time." And I went, "Absolutely." So all of us, we took our shots of Malort, and all the Chicagoans are just like, "It's great. It's some good stuff." And all the other 5 are like, "I want to die." It's disgusting, and
I
it's
need to do this now.
I want to know what the most disgusting, unless it's Malort, I want to know what the most disgusting beverage or food everyone on this panel has had is.
Most disgusting beverage or food.
Or food. But real quick, before we get into that, I do just want to reveal this is our undead gentleman.
Ooh.
Wow.
I'm gonna take a sip.
Zombie.
Wow. Okay. That's delicious, and I'm gonna be real drunk by the end of this.
It is so
Describe
pink
the
and so
taste.
pretty.
It's really powerful. Yeah, the red. Holy shit! I mean, look at this again. Wow.
Oh wow.
I think I got this at Whole Foods, and that might explain it.
1%.
Damn it. But it's like kind of orangey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, it's really good, but it's very potent. That overproof rum plus regular rum.
Rum is good.
What's the
Rum is a
flavor?
good time.
Like what percentage does it taste like citrus versus rum? And break it down by numbers, or just describe it either way.
Like 70-30, 65-35 rum to fruit.
Ooh, okay.
Because the rums are really powerful, but the rums are both very good. So they've got a lot of character to them. So it's not just like rum. It's not just alcohol. You get a little bit of caramel and chocolate and vanilla. It's really something else. It's very good. We have 50% of the viewers we had at the beginning of this. So
Right.
Okay.
fuck everyone who left.
Yeah,
Listen,
but if
you
you
can't-
watch the playback, we still care about you. We
Yeah.
still care.
Yep. If you tune in again, he's so handsome. Wow. But anyway, yeah. Talk about gross stuff.
I think the worst thing I've ever tried was a really bad lemon drop, and it's why I don't like lemon drops
Thank
because
you.
it was so like just sour. Like it was just this disgusting extra concentrated lemon that I was like, I will never drink lemon drops.
What
again.
is it? Like a shot of vodka and lemon or something?
I think it's like a lemon drop martini. It's like lemon. I think it's vermouth. I don't even know what it was, but it was done. It was created. It was so bad that I will never order them again because it just was like, it was like biting into a lemon, but like you couldn't get away from it. Like I've already committed to the drink. You know, when you've already committed, it's in your mouth, and you're just.
Yeah. Oh, real quick. Sorry. You know what? I think the other thing that I'm tasting, I'm going to take some proportion away from something.
Okay.
The cinnamon syrup.
Oh.
Yeah.
The drink is a little bit too syrupy, I would say. I wonder why. But this, you can really taste the cinnamon. I mean, fuck me up. It's there, baby.
Is the cinnamon like an aftertaste situation? Like it like lingers?
Compared to Fireball.
It lingers a little bit. It's not like Fireball. It's really good. It's I think it's just there, and I think I forgot that it's one of the ingredients. So it's very cinnamon forward. Also, this kind of boosts the citrus and the rum. Because they say it's a liqueur that's literally made by blending rum, sugar, and lime juice and certain spices. So it's just like it kind of gives the whole cocktail a little extra oomph. But anyway, I keep interrupting the stories of grossness.
I mean,
as they say in German, the grossen story. That's not true.
That's
That'd
not
be something great story.
Scary.
But the Malort's not the worst alcohol I've ever had. The worst is the Hungarian liquor Palinka, which is a fruit brandy. It is one of the worst alcohols in the world, and I say this like not from my own like it is objectively the worst. There's an article from like 2014 that I always pull up about this, where like the Hungarian government actually just legalized making it at home because so many people were and getting hurt by doing it. They're like, fuck it, just legalize it, and because they're gonna do it anyway.
Wow.
It's safe. And some guy was saying like, oh yeah, I only like it like 48%. Because I like to have some flavor to it. And one guy said anything less than 50% is a girly Palinka, and you're like, oh my god, oh my god, you're all gonna die. It's very
Girly Palinka was actually my stripper name for a while. So.
It
Tuesday afternoons
closer resembles rubbing alcohol. It is because it burns just your throat, and you can literally feel it going down your body, and it is painful. It's like, BuzzFeed has those videos of just like, like the worst liquors, and they have like the people trying it. Palinka was the last one of the first video. So they went with the worst ones, and then they put it last. And everybody's reaction was like, oh God, get this out of my mouth. And then when Eugene did the 50 states alcohol, this was Illinois, and this was also the worst one. So I just come from a land and a people of terrible alcohol.
Are you Hungarian?
What?
Are you Hungarian?
Part Hungarian, yeah. Hungarian, Serbian, Romanian. It's tough because like I have a great grandfather whose birth certificate says Yugoslavia and Austria-Hungary. So like, who fucking knows?
That's really cool.
Oh, very cool. Not places anymore.
No.
Not places.
Right. Ghost. What are your thoughts on the Holy Roman Empire?
Oh man, am I glad that's done with. I mean, God, they were making a mess of everything here in Europe. They were just out here causing trouble. I mean, God, it's like, how many people do you have to kill before you can stop calling yourselves holy? I say the same thing about the Catholic Church.
Do you think that they called themselves the Holy Roman Empire because they made other people holy?
I don't, but I do appreciate that you did.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I thought the worst thing I've drank recently was I took a trip to try and track down Giuliani in Chicago and had Malort. That was the worst. I mean, honestly, that's the worst thing I had recently. But back in the 1200s, I was tracking Giuliani up to Latvia, and I had this drink called Balsams, which sounds exactly like your Hungarian drink. Honestly, oh my God, is that bad? Oh my God, is that bad? It's just like floral burning in your throat, and you're like, why did I put this in my mouth? And then all of a sudden the Latvians are like, do it again, and you do,
We that sounds terrifying.
Too. They're like,
Latvians party hard, I'll tell you that much.
My grandfather's side, my maternal grandfather's side of the family is from Latvia. We Hebrews have slivovitz, which sounds like that sort of ethnic horrible liquor or liqueur. I think it's plum liqueur, and I've never had it, but the liquor store I go to, for some reason, keeps a few bottles on their shelves, and I ask them, why do you sell this? And they say, we don't know, it's horrible, don't buy it. It's very astringent was the word they used.
That's crazy that they use that word.
Yeah, right? When do you hear the word astringent?
Just here.
Yeah, but
I've been alive for a long time. I've never heard it.
Yeah, you've been alive for what? You're 1097. You were born. Wow. Yeah, over 1,000 years. Goodness me. Nope, that's not true.
No,
but so 923 is, and man, I got to tell you, 2020 is the worst one.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to live through all of Leonardo, or you didn't live, but you were around for all of Leonardo da Vinci's years. Those must have been terrible.
Yeah, that guy's not cool. People think he's cool, but man, that guy, let's just say that guy tastes like Malort. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Who, not to use any words that might upset people, but of all the historical figures that people generally revere, who's a bitch?
Oh,
interesting question. Napoleon for sure.
We kind of expected that, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I had a more surprising answer for you, but that was my first thought because it's true.
Mine was Thomas Jefferson.
He's a man.
The musical aside,
which one?
I don't know. There's yes. I believe.
What I miss? Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Thomas Jefferson didn't actually write that, just so you know.
That's I had heard he may have. So
it's okay.
He wrote some musicals
but
back
it's
in the
good to
day.
be. I
don't want to spread false news. I'm sorry.
He wrote some musicals back in the day, and they would be offensive now. Okay.
He wrote what? Did he write Showboat?
He wrote Showboat, and that's offensive now.
Oklahoma.
That is Camelot.
Oh, Camelot. Oof.
Yeah.
The
Jefferson
film adaptation of Cats. Oh yeah, he was all about that.
Jefferson, actual real life Jefferson, actually bought a macaroni making machine because he fell in love with macaroni and cheese when he was in Europe and brought it over to the States and was trying to force it on his friends. And there's an actual real diary entry from a friend that's Jefferson's trying to make us eat this nasty fucking shit.
No.
Fucking asshole. Just
all right, but
trying to make this happen. And it's just.
The issue there, though, is mac and cheese is great. And I don't want to endear, I don't want to have that slave holding rapist. I don't want him endeared to me.
No,
but the fact that his friends are he's trying to eat this.
That's funny.
Oh, shit.
This bitch. Oh, they weren't typing.
Also, he was he was actually one of the worst orators. He never gave speeches. He was notoriously bad at it. All the pomp you see in the musical Hamilton is based upon the Jefferson on paper, but in real life he was such a little bitch. Despite also being very tall.
See,
I could write, but he couldn't speak. A lot like Shakespeare.
Yep. See, I like words like that because you can totally remove their connotations, and it's look, my hand looks like a little guy. Hello. I
don't think John knows what people look like.
I didn't say like a little person. I said
had
like
a
little,
lot
like,
to drink.
could just be like a little.
That cinnamon syrup is kicking in.
He got him.
Is this how the show normally ends? I don't know.
No, I'm actually, this is maybe the soberest. Okay, hang on. I was going to say this is the soberest I've been, but the last time we did this, I think was last time was Tiki Wednesday. Topless Tiki night. I think 2 times before that, I drank 4 martinis in one show and I was wasted. I was straight up wasted. And then I ordered Indian food and it was not a pleasant morning.
Hey.
Gross.
Hey, live your life, man. Live your life.
I love Indian food. I might get Indian food later.
It's fantastic, I'll tell you that.
Right? Fantastic. Well, so this is not the ghost hour. I don't want to keep asking you questions, but I'm fascinated. And by the way, that wasn't like let's take the focus away from the ghost. It was I don't want to keep putting the pressure on you to answer our sort of.
Hey, there's no pressure on me to tell the truth about my experience.
That's true.
I'm happy to do it. What questions you got?
Everybody pass it to the room.
I mean,
we got more viewers.
Hey, if you don't have any, that's okay. Also, not everybody's interesting.
Well, okay. To the other 2 living members of the panel, if you ever become a ghost, do you want to be like a regular looking ghost, or do you want to have like one of those cool tails streaming off the end of you?
Oh, I guess tails. But I also want to be a creepy kid ghost. Like, do I have that option? If I could be like a 7-year-old kid and just like stare at people from their bedrooms?
Yeah.
Find a nice hotel. Queen Mary, maybe. I don't know, just a place where I can just stare at people.
You should be able to be a shapeshifter.
Right?
Well, and if I get the choice of like what like physical shape I can be in, and like a lot of ghosts like can actually take whatever form they want. Like dead people take whatever form they want. Like a lot of them still look like people, but a lot of them, when they're terrible, take other shapes. Saying all that, I want to take a different shape. I just don't want to be a human. Why? Why?
What do you want to be like a
sunflower?
Oh yeah.
I just want to be like just a black cloud that terrifies people.
Okay.
I just saw this black mist coming out of my closet, and I'm like, sleep tonight, bitch.
I want to be reincarnated as a boat.
A boat?
You're not talking reincarnation.
Like a boat?
So wait.
Yeah.
I mean,
I want to be like ghosted as a boat. What?
You want to be reincarnated as a boat. You want to be reincarnated as a smoke monster, and you want to be reincarnated as a kid. I feel like everybody's been watching Lost or something.
I've never seen Lost.
I've never seen Lost. It's on my list to watch.
I gave up.
Allie, what are you guys doing for Halloween this year? Because
we're not trick or treating because it's fine. It's not a big deal. We're gonna do the exact thing as trick or treating though, which is hide candy in my house like Easter, so the kids can find candy. They're then gonna give me that candy because they don't like candy. I'm going to give them a cupcake. We're gonna watch Ghostbusters 2.
Oh my God!
It's gonna be a great night. They've never seen Ghostbusters 2.
Lucky kids. Lucky kids.
That's what we're doing. They're dressed up as Ghostbusters, watching Ghostbusters 2.
That's amazing.
It's a dream.
That's wonderful.
And honestly, they're fine. Like they're 4. They don't miss trick or treating. For the record, if your kid's 8, 9, or 10, I'm gonna say it. Your kid doesn't miss trick or treating. They just miss eating candy and staying up late. So just give them candy and let them stay up late.
They
don't care.
I don't think that anybody. Right. Everybody wants to like maybe dress up, have candy. If you're getting like older, then maybe you want to like either impress somebody with your costume or see somebody in like a cool costume or whatever. Right. Yeah. Or like if you're a high school aged boy, or some whatever, then like maybe you're just a little fucking pervert. But like
maybe that's fine.
Probably, yeah.
But like, yeah, it's fine.
I can only talk about
being a boy.
I mean, if you're a high school aged person, you're a pervert.
What?
If you're a high school aged person, you're a pervert.
That's true. Anyone in high school is terrible, and you should be put in prison immediately.
You can send all those Concerns high school kids to Pack Theater at packtheater.com.
Yeah, I'm usually much better about this.
You have time.
Anytime.
The pack is great. Yeah, right. Backtheater.com/classes. Good. They teach good.
I never would have known to be a ghost without packtheater.com/classes.
That's true. Ghost learned all there is to know about phantasmagoria.
I would have just died. I wouldn't
True.
have known. I could have kept trying to track down Giuliani.
Yep, the strength of the wolf.
Please don't scare me.
Is that what? That didn't scare you?
Please don't scare me. I
Please
don't
don't.
like scary.
I just want to draw attention to the strength of my diaphragm, and how well that went. But that one didn't because I didn't breathe as deeply.
Gotta get that deep breath in.
I'm the worst. But yeah, no. The pack. Thank you to the pack for. God damn it. Thank you to the. Hang on.
Where's your mom?
Hey man,
thank you to the
There's
pack
Brody
for
Stevens.
what?
There's Brody Stevens.
Yeah.
Oh,
That guy.
Thank you to the pack for continuing to put on live comedy during this horrible time. And I'm watching the Twitch feed now, and I just put on my hat on the internet. So thanks to the pack for letting me do this. This has been one of the sillier Quarantinis because I feel like the fewer people we have on the panel, the goofier it gets because there's a slightly less chaos. But
I don't know. The last one I was on, I think there were like 7 of us, 8 of us, and it was goofy.
What? That's true. Which one were you on the 4 Martini night one?
I might have been. Sadly, I don't remember who all was in there. I just remember there was a zillion people, and it was very fascinating.
Lindsay Ford and Corey Willis is usually here. I tried to get Ryan Hitchcock in because he's a fellow cocktail enthusiast. So is Lindsay Ford.
He's from me.
Anyway, look at that. Allie's in the chat room too. She's on the chat and she's in the show.
I'm everywhere. I am your mom, so I see what's happening all the time. So just be aware of that.
Well, I guess.
I don't know what I meant by that.
Does anyone have any final words? Anything they want to plug?
Pack Theater, 10 p.m. Thursdays, my new normal. I'm here to talk to you, literally in the chat. Just jump in my Zoom and I'll talk to you about whatever you want.
That's incredible.
And there is
Thursday is my favorite night on the Pack Theater Twitch because it starts at 6 o'clock with Apocalypse Tips with Lester Pips, which surprisingly is a guy who looks a lot like me. And then at the end of the night, it's Allie's show. I mean, man, you can't go wrong. In the middle, there's a different thing every day at 7 o'clock and then something else at 8.
I heard you're gonna have a Civil War era surgeon, or not you. Sorry, that Lester Pips, the host of Apocalypse Tips, is gonna have a Civil War era surgeon on next
2 weeks. Yeah, that's true.
I
heard that as well from Lester.
I thought
it was his bunker sometimes.
It was 2 Thursdays. It's 2 Thursdays. It's not 2 weeks. It's 1 week from tomorrow, right?
The 19th, I think.
Oh, I thought it was the one before that.
Let me double check.
We can talk about this over email.
Woo! Wait, but I have the list right here, and I'll tell you right now, it's November 12th. Whoa!
Oh, I had it wrong. Which is fine, and not that big of a deal. Wait, do I?
Okay.
Wait. November 12th.
November 12th, yeah. But tomorrow it's going to be Andres Parada, Greg David Jones, and Kaylee Nickerson. Woo!
Andres is red.
So are Greg and Kaylee.
I don't know them. That's why I only said Andres.
No, that's fair. Andres is rad. You're not wrong.
No, I know.
It's actually good that you're not like staking a claim on people that you don't know, not saying like they're great, and then turns out it's like they're not.
Yeah, you don't want to be wrong about that.
No, yeah. Oh, this person's great. They're banned from the theater. You can't have them on your show.
I bet it's on the internet forever.
Happened to many people in the past. They think, oh, that dude seems fine. And then you find out, oh, nope, everyone knows that guy's bad and you just are new.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Poor new people.
New people have it.
Welcome.
That's the advantage of being 923 years old.
Is you know everything.
I know everyone.
Everybody.
Yeah. You are omnipresent.
Yum.
Yeah, but to all the new people watching, because there are certainly hundreds of you watching this show. Everyone on this panel is good, except me. I'm a real fucking dirtbag who doesn't know how to sculpt his beard.
Oh.
Don't think twice about that. It's completely undetectable from my side.
Yeah, I can't see it either.
Jack noticed, and that's enough for me. Actually, doesn't look that bad.
I would not put much stock into me noticing.
No, wait, it's really bad. Look at this, guys.
I still can't
I
tell.
cannot see it.
The angles are different.
Yeah, the angles are.
It is a 50% on this panel, and so
I just can't see it. All
All
I
right,
see
I
is
don't
Gabby
see it.
Stevens smiling at me from
I'm
the grave.
trying.
Hey, everyone on this panel is a real hip cat. All right, I hate this.
I hated that instantly. That was so bad.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, check out the Pack Theater.
Oh, right.
And
Come to the Pack Theater for Quarantinis Jazz Night.
Yeah, we'll all jive together and make some magic. All right, I hate this.
I can't defend John anymore.
Oh, see, I told you I'm a real dirtbag. Why don't you come on? Okay. This is, I had an hour to do characters. We are 6 minutes over.
This show doesn't have space for characters.
It doesn't have space for characters. Only space for cocktails. We have made a Corpse Survivor #2 and an Undead Gentleman tonight, which is a simplified version of the classic tiki cocktail, the zombie. With me have been Jack Kelly, Ali Ramirez, and Ghost. Who can I reveal your real name?
I'd rather you didn't. It's a secret from the 1100s. But you can say that, at Ezra Partier on Instagram's a cool guy.
Yeah, great. Well, I have been your host, John Hess, not Jonathan. And watch us every fourth Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific. Visit the Pack Theater. Watch other shows on the Pack Twitch channel. Don't be a dick, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.